Happy Tuesday. I see that I've got quite a glare. Well, let's see. I'm going to set this down next to Monet and try to fix my glare. Let's see if that's better. There we go. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you guys today. Thanks for stopping in. Well, I'm Erica Johns from enrichmentstudies.com, and on Tuesdays I do a short Home is Where the Art Is. Hi, Lindsay. I'm doing a quick Home is Where the Art Is scope. And today, hello. Today I decided I'm going to show you some of the art books that I rotate on display, usually in the living room. And I brought this stuff into my bedroom right now just because the kids are getting lunch and stuff. But over the years I've accumulated, thank you for inviting followers, I've accumulated not a huge collection but a pretty decent collection of art books, some of which are sort of coffee table type books. Most of them I've gotten like at used bookstores and yard sales and things like that, so it hasn't been a very big investment, but they're really nice to have. And a couple years back I got this wooden book stand, and we usually have this in the living room, and it's so nice to have a couple of books like out on a side table or whatever. And I just, sometimes I leave a book closed and sometimes I go ahead and I open it up and you know, put it onto something that I think that my children might enjoy. This Monet one's nice because it's got some really huge wide pictures, and it explains all about his process and his life. And obviously I'm not going to like make you look through the whole book, but there's a nice wide one like that. It's just one of those natural ways to, this is cool because it opens all the way up, natural ways to bring art into home life without it having to be a whole lesson necessarily. Of course you can, you know, talk more purposefully about the art, but I find that a lot of times my family just really enjoys just having it available. So this is the Monet book. I just thought I'd show you some of the variety of things that I have. Ooh, there goes Monet. Years ago I got a few of these Art for Children books, and I think I did get them at a yard sale, and tells about the artist, tells about the pieces of art. And let's see, this is one of my used book sale finds. This has all different impressionists in it. That's a nice one, and that's nice because it's got quite a bit of information about the pieces and the artist. So, you know, that's neat. Like, even like we have this piece in one of our fine art pages collections, but this would be nice as an even a reinforcement to just open up and have more info there for the kids. I feel like I just lost my what's happening here. Our little easel doesn't want to stay up. This one's nice. This was a photography collection looking for the summer, and I've had this out. It's summertime. This is cool because it has like day by day, so I don't think I perfectly kept up on it, but it's kind of cool if every 2 days you can turn the page and see see what there is in there. That was a neat one. So it's Jim Brandenburg, Looking for the Summer. This, you can tell, is a well-loved, long-time favorite book of ours, a children's book of art. This and the next book are my favorite ones to have for little kids, but really I love them for big kids too. They're big, and you can tell I've been using them for different things because I got my little Post-its on there. But they show stuff that's of interest to younger kids in particular. And it's kind of neat. Like this, you know, they've got the whole bigger piece of art, but then it makes it easy for them to identify different parts, what's happening. This is cute. Opposites, big and small, happy and sad. Kind of a fun idea to use classic art for concepts like opposites, different kinds of faces, and these are just great because they're not very expensive to get one of these books, or just borrow it from the library, of course. And you know, what a nice variety of exposure of different types of art. Really cool. Boats and art. So that's a fun one. A child's book of art. And that's a Dorling Kindersley, a DK book. And then this one, also DK, a child's book of play and art. And I love this one too. It's another oversized book. Like here you got this whole big piece, and then, you know, it pulls out little details. It's like, well, where's Waldo? And it just makes the art so fun and accessible for the kids. There's another one where you've got a whole jumble of things, and then they pull out the different small things that might be interesting to the children. Making faces. Even get some modern art in here. How do they smell? How do old boots smell? A busy kitchen. And I love it because, like, in this one, this is from 1935, and you get a picture of how did kitchens used to be set up. It's so much different from what we have today. So you actually get a glimpse into history. Back here you've got two little children side by side in a high chair that seems to be built for two, which is really interesting. You get to see that cook stove. It's interesting. Because, you know, art is history. Music is history. All of it's connected. So this is two wonderful books to invest in or take some time with from your library. A Child's Book of Play and Art. Here's another used book store find. Dutch masters here. So beautiful. So when you're running out of wall space, you can always go to books and put them on display. That's the one that's actually been up most recently, and now that I've taken all this out, I'll probably change. Here's a Currier and Ives book I got from a yard sale. I love Currier and Ives, and they were so prolific. There's so much of their work. It's so beautiful, and it's such an excellent glimpse of Americana from their time period. The late 1800s, you really get a lot of scenes of American life, and they also did a lot of American history. The Great Fight for the Championship. Hello, welcome. We're looking at art books today. Talking about ways to bring art into our homes easily. The Grave of Stonewall Jackson. Anyways, that's Currier and Ives, Portraits of a Nation. And last but not least, I love this Norman Rockwell book. It's another big one. And of course, Norman Rockwell gives us a huge amount of American history. Well, you get to see what the life of Americans was like during the times. And of course, Norman is famous for his Saturday Evening Post art, but he did a lot more besides that. Really sweet. So really, that's it. I'm just going to keep it short today, but I just want to encourage you to think about getting maybe 1 or 2 books and start a collection. Have some things available for your family to take a look at and absorb. You know, all this stuff, you don't need to overthink it. Art and music can really be a very integrated, organic part of your family life, and doesn't need to cost a lot of money, and it doesn't need to run on a lot of manpower. You just need to give it a little bit of premeditated thought and keep working at it, and over time you're going to end up with quite a nice collection and quite a few really good practices, and that's a really good start. That's plenty. Hey, welcome. So really that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be on at 3:30 Eastern Time, and I'm going to be talking about how to identify and bust disempowerment in your homeschool. You know, a lot of times people are feeling very very concerned that they're not doing it right. They're comparing themselves to others, and they're feeling like they're falling short, or sometimes you find yourself in a program, curriculum, or philosophy that you're starting to feel isn't working for you, but maybe you don't feel free to walk away because you think it's the best, or you spent money on it, or you know, other people are doing it, so you should be able to figure out a way too. And after 18 years of homeschooling 6 kids, I have learned some things about that, and so tomorrow I want to talk to you about identifying and busting disempowerment in your homeschool. So I hope that you will join me then. That's 3:30 tomorrow. And also come on by enrichmentstudies.com. I have free printable art for you. You can go right to the home page at enrichmentstudies.com, and you will see a couple different opportunities to sign up to get free stuff. We call them Fine Art Pages is the freebie this month. We have wonderful, beautiful art that's children with their pets by the artist Charles Burton Barber, and you can get it when you become a subscriber perks member this month. It's free, and so I would encourage you to come on and do that. So that is all for today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.